Why Durag Wisdom thinks the election was rigged and why he thinks this election of the creature was a coup. Part 3, I don't want to say the final, because whoever sends me comments, and if I happen to disagree with the comment, they're simply going to give old Durag Wisdom here grist for his mill. The GOP despises the federal government. If the federal government was like a male cow, bull, they would cut off its nuts. They would do anything. They would, if this was if the federal government was a loud, difficult patient in a mental institution, the GOP would give it a lobotomy. The GOP despises the federal government and wants to make it as small as possible, to make it as ineffective as possible, because the federal government is the last arbiter of our rights, protection. Because if you hand everything back to the states, imagine, for example, you could have a state where you could lynch black people again. Maybe I could live in a state where you could shoot Jews, or I could live in a state where if a woman wants to get an abortion, she can't, and if she does, we could punish her by cutting her, giving her a forced hysterectomy. All kinds of sick, demented crap. You got to protect people. People have to be protected because we have a separation of powers here that goes all the way up, and the federal government is the last arbiter. That's why I support the federal government when it's doing the good it's supposed to do with my taxes. The last thing I want to see is no federal government. All right, so not only do they hate the federal government, and that means they want to destroy the separation of powers, so they are totally in control. So check this out. They have forbidden the president from picking a replacement for that fascist Scalia. May he rot eternally. And in all the history of this country, when I can't even understand, where are the Democrats? Where's the public? They are stopping our president that we elected from nominating a new Supreme Court justice on the pretext that they're protecting our rights. The people's rule must go through. Well, the president's rule, as I've said before, goes from the beginning to the end of his term, and these bastard GOP, the grab our pussy fascist party, teabagger party, corporate party, wants to nominate to the Supreme Court a justice or a misjustice with their agenda that will carry through their destructive crap. Imagine everything was really. I hope the Democrats fight these pricks every step of the way, every way they can. I want these Democrats to block every nomination that they could possibly block from this. I want them to paralyze this government. Because we're at war now. This is a cold civil war, which is going to be hot. So now we have an evenly divided Supreme Court between liberal and fascist. Unbelievable. And if it was up to them, there'd be no Supreme Court. There'd be maybe one judge on a Supreme Court, and he'd wear a swastika armband. So, they now control the legislature. The Supreme Court is basically divided in chaos, and now these right-wing creeps control the executive branch as well. These right-wing creeps again have been working with gerrymandering and voter suppression, and we got Citizens United, we got dirty, filthy, fecal money in our politics. No court again, right? The Republican Party, the extremist, right-wing, religious, Trumpist, destructive party, is for destroying, dismantling the federal government so that they can have their way with us. And this election, as far as I'm concerned, was rigged, and it was a coup. And I will never accept this dictator, this phony, this coward, this racist piece of trash as the leader of my country. It is absolutely outrageous to even use the word freedom in the context of that person's name. And the party, the pernicious, cancerous, anti-democratic, the totalitarian party that he represents. Durag Wisdom, watch this space.